Okay, good day. It's Fabian Buckley speaking here from Linda. I'd like to show you an example of an idea which I'd like to implement. This is firstly the Linda induction booklet. You can see it's in a flip folder. So what you can do is either you can punch items in and add it into the actual documents itself, into the file, itself. This is a card system that will also operate with basically, you can see it here. This is the employee's name, occupation, any risk assessments that they've conducted or been communicated, photograph, competencies, expiring competencies, authorized to drive the Linda vehicle, any health conditions, and the categories. The categories are basically category 4 to 5, which is pertaining to the artisans, which are either category 4 or category 5, depending on their competency rating. On the back of the card, you have the golden rules of safety. You can see all of them that we've completed so far, including the Lucas training that's also been conducted. Okay, so that is the Linda employee card that each person will receive. That will be managed by HR. Okay, then you have the Linda Royal rules, which are basically our cardinal rules for the project. Okay, we've drafted up 16 of these cardinal rules, which can also be included. This will also coincide with the Linda golden rules, obviously. Okay, so just an example to show you, goes up to 16. Okay, right, so this is the Linda induction booklet that we can issue. You can see that we also have all the golden rules of safety. These will be indicated on as stickers once they've been conducted. Okay, the other option that we have is we can go on to the personalized training manual for each employee. So basically what happens is each employee, pertaining to his job description, for an example, I am Fabian Buckley, I'm the safety manager for Linda South Africa. So within this, I would then get my Linda induction sticker, okay, which you can see here, right? That will go on my hard hat, right? You then have the Linda golden rules of safety that will be indicated within the book. So if you have it on the front and back, it'll obviously save a lot of space, so we can fit more of our Linda golden rules of safety on it. Okay, this is just an example that I've converted into it from a printout. Okay, and then basically at the end of the information that you've been issued, okay, then you have your backup slides, etc. You then will have the comprehension test, the comprehensive test, check, which is completed by the employees, okay, ticked out, etc., indicating the correct ones. Once this is completed, this can be torn out, because that specific section will have a perforation on it. So these, at the end of each training of the golden rules of safety, it will be completed by the individual, torn out, handed in. Once they've marked it, the individuator has marked it, or the HR has marked it, they will then indicate if the person is competent or not. Okay, also from this is your annual induction declaration form. This will be tracked on an annual basis pertaining to what courses or what training you've completed. Okay, you can have a look at it. Right, once that is done, this will obviously be kept within the book itself. Excuse me, this is just an example, right? And then from here you have the risk assessments that is applicable to my activity. Okay, so you got, basically what I've done is I've extracted out the critical points of the aspects pertaining to my job description, okay, which would go on here. You can see you got your task, hazard, and your control measures that are indicated on here, and a 2-pager. Okay, there's still obviously a place for more things. I'm just using this as an example. Also on here we have the job description. So for my activity, there's a job description for senior HSE manager. Okay, then you have your back page section, which is also your HSE induction. So this will be an example of the HSC induction that is completed. Okay. Also at the end you will have the Linda stickers that will go on the front of the hard hat, the back of the hard hat for the Take 2 for You campaign. We also have the sticker that will go in on the side of the hard hat, which I will indicate now. So once this is completed from the Linda training manual, it'll obviously be a lot more professionally done. This is just an example of what we intend to look at doing, but this will be pocket size, which would fit quite nicely into the person's pocket, and it can be kept with them for the duration of the project. Also, the thought behind it is that what we would do is we would run competitions based on the Linda Golden Rules of Safety. We will have a weekly, monthly competition that we would run, so that what it would do is it would force the employees to read the document, all the people that intend to participate in the competitions that we're going to run. And then obviously we can do spot checks on site, check that the guys have their books with them, people found with the books. We can ask them a few questions, and we can obviously give them something as a token of appreciation. Okay, so that would be an example of so for the idea as well behind it is that for each individual, for a foreman, supervisor, etc., each person will get their own personalized safety training manual. Okay, so for a foreman, everything pertaining to a foreman would be in his training manual, including his job description. Okay, and obviously the Linda induction. Right. So that's these two booklets. Also on the hard hats, once the gentlemen have completed their relevant training, just to give you an indication, they would then have, for each golden rule of safety that they've completed and the comprehensive test or check has been done, they would then get their stickers as well for their hard hats. And then this is the sticker that would also indicate what is the person's competencies, etc., that would be on here, so it's easily identifiable. Okay, so that is the idea behind this. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you very much.